For Project Creative Technologies, I made an interactive SVG image. In this SVG, you are the boss of the earth. By clicking in the SVG, you will see small animations and you will hear sound effects. All this is made with Greensock animation platform. Greensock is a JavaScript framework which makes it easy and fast to animate HTML elements that look great in all major browsers. Greensock uses 4 elements to animate in tweens: Tween Light, Tween Max, Timeline Light and Timeline Max. Next to these 4 tools, Greensock has plugins like Draggable, Split Text Animation and Draw SVG plugin. A tween consists of target, this is the ID or class of the object you want to animate. The duration, how much time will the animation cost. And variables, how the object needs to move. I'm first going to show you how to use the tools to create an interactive SVG. With Tween Max, you are able to animate objects on your web page. Next to the X and Y position, you can scale, change the opacity and control the speed of the object. At the beginning of every tween, you can either pick from, which moves from the position that you give in, or to, then it moves to the position that you give in. With Timeline Light, you can precisely manage the timing of multiple tweens. It's the best option for creating long animations that follow up on each other. The best thing about Timeline Light is that you don't have to add delays, because the tweens will start after each other, rather than all at the same time. You can, however, add extra timing options, so a tween waits for playing after another tween. If you want to change the starting time of a tween, you simply move it to another position in your file. Timeline Light is basically one long timeline. To morph an SVG in another SVG, you need to use Morph SVG plugin. By adding the ID of your starting SVG and add Morph SVG with the ID of the SVG you would like to morph into, you can morph the shapes into each other. You do have to make sure that your SVGs are both paths. Draggable gives you the opportunity to make an object rotate or move when pressing or dragging with your mouse. To make an object draggable, you write the ID or class of the object in the tween. The object will now move. By adding Throw Props plugin, you can throw the object over the screen. If you want to make an object rotate like a turntable, you create a new draggable create, call the ID and add type rotation. Now Pac-Man is rotatable. You can also add sound effects to a tween. You do have to make sure you add the audio variable with the source on top of the page. You can give a tween an audio effect by creating a function. Make a new tween and add the audio variable. You also have to add audio.play to make the audio play when, in this case, you click your mouse. You also have the option to activate a tween by scrolling. First you make a variable TL. Then you make the tween how you want it to animate after scrolling. Next you make a scroll magic scene. Make sure you add the trigger hook. This is the position on which the tween will start. And don't forget to add .setTweenTL. This refers to the tween you just made. If you don't add this line, nothing will happen. If you can manage how to use all the tools, you can combine them in one large SVG. I made clouds move with Tween Max, gave an audio effect to water, and I made a stars collectible. What's the first thing you want to make with Greensock?